I can set an onboard counter to record data off the tractor, and the way I can do that is I could either look for the onboard counter tile that we've got on the screen, or go to the tractor launch pad, come down to where we see this calculator. If I tap on here, then I can see there's 10 different onboard counters on here, so I could choose which one I want to set in there. But I can choose the one that I want. If I want to, I could change that name. So if I wanted to keep referring back to something, whether that was a particular job I was doing, I could alter the name there. But in here then is just getting these counters to start totting off. So we've got our fuel, so we can see our litres a hectare, or litres an hour. AdBlue, so AdBlue in litres a hectare, litres an hour. We've got our total work time in there, so this is with the implement actually physically working, in the ground working on there, but then also our total time that we've been on the job. So if we've got any triggers set, so this time will always be different to the total time, because then this will stop recording as I say I'm turning on the headland, say for argument's sakes, in there. So we can see then effectively our effective time and our ineffective time up there. We then, if we've got an external counter, can be activated through here. We can look at our area, we can look at the date and time that the job was done, we can look at our average speed that's coming through, and then also then the total distance that has been covered. Down here then is just how we're clocking up these figures here. So we can say as we're driving forwards, we're always adding on in there. We could say that we're taking away, or we're stopping the counting. So it might be then that when I'm reversing, I might want to just say is don't keep clocking up, certainly for the areas on here, so as not to calculate that. And then I could activate that timer there, and we'll start to see data. We can see the clock counting up there, and then I could pause that timer on that one, and then I could zero the onboard counter in there, set everything back to zero. I could move through, look at any different counters, and I could start a different counter in there. If I wanted to, I could have multiple counters running at the same time. Now here is, I've got a button with the tractor or the implement, and you can see down here is I could say that the focus wants to be on the tractor. When I tap on the tractor, then is I can then again ask it to activate a particular trigger. So whether that be a front linkage, rear linkage, front PTO starting, rear PTO starting, external counter, engaging of the auto steer, or choosing a particular valve that's to activate the counter, and then what position that valve is in. And then is to get it defaults to a 1 meter wide for the tractor. So is I might want to change that figure there, so I'm a little bit more accurate in what I'm doing. So that's if we're just focusing in on the tractor. If I put it across to the implement, then it will link back into what I've got set as an implement profile. So I just need to scroll down further and make sure then here then it's showing that I've got a 6 meter drill on. But if that wasn't the implement that I was using, what I need to do is go back onto my tractor launch pad. I need to go back to my implement manager, and then I need to change. So if it was that I was using a mower, say for argument's sakes, is add that one in. Then if I come back to my onboard counter, there we can see now that my working, I've got my mower on there. The working width now is 3 meters, and it just means then that these areas, or these the litres per hectare and the area clocked up will be correct. And once I'm happy to go, just hit the record button. All this data then is is stored on the screen. I've got no physical way of exporting this data off the screen, so it's all captured and just held on the tractor terminal. There's no option to export this data.